Mae Jemison, black physician and astronaut. Mae C. Jemison had received two undergraduate degrees and a medical degree, had served 2 years as a Peace Corps medical officer in West Africa, and was selected to join the National Aeronautics and Space Administration's astronaut training program, all before her 30th birthday. Her eighth day spaceflight aboard the Space Shuttle Endeavour Her 8-day spaceflight aboard the Space Shuttle Endeavour in 1992 established Jemison as the United States' first female African American space traveler. Mae Carol Jemison was born on October 17, 1956, in Decatur, Alabama, the youngest child of Charlie Jemison, a roofer and carpenter, and Dorothy Green Jemison, an elementary school teacher. Her sister Ada Jemison Bullock, became a child psychiatrist, and her brother, Charles Jemison, is a real estate broker. The family moved to Chicago, Illinois, when Jemison was 3 to take advantage of better educational opportunities there, and it is that city that she calls her hometown. Throughout her early school years, her parents were supportive and encouraging of her talents and abilities, and Jemison spent considerable time in her school library, reading about all aspects of science, especially astronomy. During her time at Morgan Park High School, she became convinced she wanted to pursue a career in biomedical engineering, and when she graduated in 1973 as a consistent honor student, she entered Stanford University on a National Achievement Scholarship. At Stanford, Jemison pursued a dual major and in 1977 received a Bachelor's of Science in Chemical Engineering and Bachelor's of Arts in African and Afro-American Studies. As she had been in high school, Jemison was very involved in extracurricular activities, including dance and theater productions, and served as head of the Black Student Union. Upon graduation, she entered Cornell University Medical College to work toward a medical degree. During her years there, she found time to expand her horizons by visiting and studying in Cuba and Kenya, and working at a Cambodian refugee camp in Thailand. When she obtained her MD in 1981, she interned at Los Angeles County University of Southern California Medical Center and later worked as a general practitioner. For the next 2.5 years, she was the area Peace Corps medical officer for Sierra Leone and Liberia, where she also taught and did medical research. Following her return in the U.S. in 1985, she made a career change and decided to follow a dream she had nurtured for a long time. In October of that year, she applied for admission to NASA's astronaut training program. The Challenger disaster of January 1986 delayed the selection process, but when she reapplied a year later, Jemison was one of the 15 candidates chosen from a field of about 2,000. When Jemison was chosen on June 4, 1987, she became the first African American woman ever admitted into the astronaut training program. After more than a year of training, she became an astronaut with the title of Science Mission Specialist, a job which would make her responsible for conducting crew-related scientific experiments on the space shuttle. On September 12, 1992, Jemison finally flew into space with 6 other astronauts aboard the Endeavour on mission STS-47. During her 8 days in space, she conducted experiments on weightlessness and motion sickness on the crew and herself. Altogether, she spent slightly over 190 hours in space before returning to Earth on September 20th. Following her historic flight, Jemison noted that society should recognize how much both women and members of other minority groups can contribute if given the opportunity. In recognition of her achievements, Jemison received several honorary doctorates: the 1988 Essence Science and Technology Award, the Ebony Black Achievement Award in 1992, and the Montgomery Fellowship from Dartmouth College in 1993, and was named Gamma Sigma Gamma Woman of the Year in 1990. Also in 1992, a science and technology public school in Detroit, Michigan, um, the May C. Jemison Academy, was named after her. Jemison is a member of the American Medical Association, the American Chemical Society, the American Association for the Advancement of Science, and served on the board of directors of the World Sickle Cell Foundation in 1990 to 1992. She is also an advisory committee member of the American Express Geography Competition and an honorary board member of the Center for the Prevention of Childhood Malnutrition. After leaving the astronaut corps in March of 1993, she accepted a teaching fellowship at Dartmouth and also established the Jemison Group, a company that seeks to research, develop, and market advanced technologies. The former astronaut also conducted the first annual International Space Camp in 1994. Citations are in the description.